Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Now, this last-minute postponement of our briefing is outrageous, it's evasive, it's derelict. They're bobbing and weaving and ducking. Senators deserve full transparency. There is a legal obligation for the administration to inform Congress about precisely what is happening. What are they afraid of? Why won't they engage Congress in the critical details? The results of the recent strike, the scope and trajectory of the conflict, the administration's long-term strategy to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, the potential risks facing American citizens and our service members, who we all have an obligation to protect. To be abundantly clear, neither Pete Hegseth nor Marco Rubio was scheduled to attend this hearing. If Rubio and Hegseth want to come up, I don't think they'll be informing us of very much compared to the people who will be there today. But if they want to come up on Thursday, in addition, not in replacement of this hearing, that's okay. But the obstruction of this administration on a crucial issue like this, where American lives, and particularly the lives of American service members, are at stake, is their obligation. And it undermines the very principles of accountability and oversight that safeguard our democracy.
Now, can you explain for just a moment here in terms of the briefers who you wanted? So people wanted Hegseth and others, but these are high-level people who were scheduled to come.
We didn't want, we don't care. I think Hegseth is probably just going to give us talking points. But General Kane is scheduled to come. He probably knows more about the military operations, both now and in the future, than anybody. There were good people from the State Department who knew all of the diplomatic stuff. We want to hear them. Yes.
Since the attack, and what is your understanding of the extent of the damage done to the nuclear capabilities of Iran?
Look, I don't want to get involved in classified information, but the Congress, in a classified hearing, is entitled to know how much of this nuclear material was destroyed, how much escaped, etc. And in terms of my briefing, well, you remember what happened Saturday night. About an hour before, or an hour and a half before the action, we didn't know the exact time the action occurred, but shortly before the action occurred, or during it, we're not sure which, they called me up and said, we're taking imminent action. We can't tell you what country. I said, can you give me some details? They said, no. That's the extent to the briefing I've gotten. I've asked for a briefing. I asked for a briefing yesterday. Didn't get it.
Does that make you feel that a war powers resolution is necessary as soon as possible? And also, how would you respond to the Speaker's claim that the war powers resolution may be unconstitutional?
Well, I do believe the Speaker is very wrong. It is not unconstitutional. And second, it's all the more reason we need the War Powers Act, where they'd have a legal obligation to tell the Congress the details they're now avoiding to tell us. And again, they're ducking, they're bobbing, they're weaving. What have they got to hide? Why aren't they informing their legal obligation, fulfilling their legal obligation to come and tell the Congress what's going on? What have they had to hide?
Leader Schumer,
Thank you.
what explanation were you given for this delay? Did the administration...
They said, just to answer this final question, we were not given, I was given no explanation for this delay. I don't know what Senator Thune was, but they said, well, Hegseth and Rubio will be here Thursday. We're happy to hear them on Thursday, in addition to this briefing, which we think will be far more valuable than hearing from Hegseth and Rubio, who are secretaries and top people and are very good at political talking points.